This is Kenny Kramer with Texas Fishing Tips. This is your weekly fishing report. This week, noticed that the menhaden and shad have started showing up. So along these channels here, if you come back here behind these islands in here and use cut bait, whether it be, cut menhaden, mullet, even been using shrimp. It all work. You got reds all in here. You can also, on all along these channels here, there's been some trout hanging off on the edges, especially back up here in like the South Bay area, all along these sides of these channels. Good trout in there, catching some slot reds. You get further up towards Port Aransas area, all along right in here on these old docks in here, there has been tons of sheep's head. You can work your way all the way around the front of the Fina as well, all along in here. Lots of sheep's head. There's a few oversized reds in here as well. Just find you some little rock piles or little structure right in there, and they'll be hanging out there. You can also work down over in here. There is some more rocks and little structure back in here. Sheep's head and reds will be back here as well. You get done in there, and weather permits, you can run out here to the South Jetty, all along out here by all along these rocks and out here by the tip. There has been reds, Spanish mackerel, pompano, sheep's head, good sized sheep's head, especially out past the tip, on the South Jetty and the North Jetty. Even on the inside, you can use your shrimp with the Carolina rig, 3-aught Kale hook for your sheep's head. You can also drop down some cut bait, cut crab, good bull reds all mixed in here. Go have you some fun. It's a time of year to get out here and get to fishing. Back over here behind Island 1, 2, 3, and 4. Been some reds back in here as well. Cut bait. Live shrimp is still working. I'd cut up, bring you some cut mullet, menhaden. Give it a shot. There's reds all in there. As long as over here too, all along these Klondikes, all back up in here, been holding reds. Back here behind Shellbank, trout, our trailer, all the way back to Trout Bayou, all along this shoreline here. Been some good reds back in there. Back here by Ransom as well, along these islands around this ICW, all back in here, holding reds. Nice trout in here as well. Popping cork and shrimp, cut bait on the bottom of the Carolina rig with a 3-aught Kale hook. Been working well for us. All just hit all these islands. You don't get nothing. 15 minutes, bump and move. Get out here in these flats, find you some potholes, sand pockets back in here, all in here, holding good fish. Find yourself over in the Ingleside, Portland area, you can run on down here, hit all along this shoreline here, just bounce around in here. There's holding some good reds and trout all the way down. Get down to the end, you can hit this shoreline back over here and work these docks. These trout should start showing up real good back in here. It's a good place this time of year to come and get you a mess of trout. Don't forget the regulations has changed, 15 to 20, 3 trout limit, with one able to be over 30 inches, and that is included in your 3 trout limit. But you can work this whole shoreline all the way down. It's a good place for reds and trout, all down in here. You can also come out and hit these wells out in here, bounce around if the weather permits. Just, get on one side of the well work it. If nothing's happening, move around and hit you another one.